The reason I win often is because I'm not worried about the person in the middle. Got it?
Yeah.
I didn't change for them. They changed for me. The reason I win often is because I'm not worried about the person in the middle. Got it?
Yeah.
I didn't change for them. They changed for me. Why? Because I focused on you. You got your perspective. I just want to be happy. Don't you want to be happy? I'm super excited to be here. Obviously, you know, it's funny. This is so literal to my world, and it's fun, you know, because yesterday I was in Boston and I spoke to 600 jewelry store owners, and it felt really warm to me because they're merchants. They own a single store and they sell stuff, and that obviously is very much where I come from. And then I get to get behind it to have this event where so many of the people in this room, the far majority, are doing what I'm currently doing. And yesterday was a lot of fun to reminisce and challenge myself to think about what did I do when I had no money, which is really basically the framework of the talk, which is, you know, a lot of people in this room that are familiar with my work, I talk about a lot of progressive things, a lot of things, but the reality is, I always remember when I kept trying to change the narrative in 2014, 15, 16, which is I didn't build Wine Library through just social media. I did direct mail, it was search, it was email marketing, and I took it way back because I knew that a lot of people in the room had no marketing budget, and it made me remember something that is super fun for me, which is literally week one, out of college, no marketing budget, I printed a bunch of 20% off by the case of wine things on a picture I made in some sort of version of old school photo, not even Photoshop yet. I mean, I was so computer illiterate, I couldn't even know what I was doing. And I remember it had a crab, literally a crab. Like there was a default picture of a crab in a beach, and I was like, that's fine. And I put that there and then made dotted lines, and it said 20% off on a case of wine, non-sale items. I printed 100 of them, came to the store the next day, parked my car, ran in, opened the store, told one of the kids to keep an eye on the shop, and drove to the Short Hills Mall and literally put those flyers on windshields for an hour and a half. What's fun about that for me here now is day one Vayner was super funny, you know, and the reality is I knew nothing about the advertising industry, and I had to learn it and I had to build. And so it's fun for me to be challenged to remember what I did, knowing there's a wide range of people here who are a one-woman shop to people that are trying to go from 7 to 8 figures. Very honestly, I want to really move this into a very aggressive Q&A session because I think, you know, just based on how many people hit me up on LinkedIn and on Twitter over the last 24 hours about this, you know, the far majority of this room at least has some level of context of what I'm going to talk about or what I believe, and I don't think that brings you the most value. I think what brings you the most value is probably, ironically, and it's fun to see Maribel here, who I've worked very closely with for quite a long time, I'm extremely proud of my operational capability. For all those incredible things that I heard